Hey, you would be amazed at the type of things that can be found out there with metal detectors. Today on this episode of The Weekly Dirt, I'm going to show you some cool finds, some incredible things being found out there in the metal detecting community. And we're getting started right now. Hey, to kick things off, let's head over to the beautiful island of St. Croix in the U.S. Virgin Islands and check in with a cool channel called We Dig It. Gene and his son Gene Jr. over there were digging up the goods, finding the good stuff, and came across a piece of jewelry made from the silver of a treasure ship that sunk off the coast in 1622. Check this out. Here's Gene.
Good morning again. It is early. It is 6 o'clock, maybe. And look what I found in the hole with the penny. Looks like ring number 1 on the day. Sweet. I'll get it cleaned up, see if I can see anything inside. I don't know if you can see that down in there, but I can definitely see 925 on the inside there. And I can just kind of see something sitting here. I don't really know what it is, but it looks copper. Huh. Wash it off a little bit. I think it's like a... Yeah, it looks like a cross charm maybe.
So we're breaking in the middle here to update you on this little pendant that I just found. We'll try to put a little close-up picture here in just a minute. It's got some markings on it. It is real silver. It says 925 on one side of this cross, and on the other side it says Atosha silver. Atosha was one of a fleet of ships, Spanish ships that were carrying silver from South America back to Spain, and it was sunk in 1622. And in 1985, they were able to recover the treasure from the ship. Well, in 1985, they weren't sure what to do with it. Each one of the silver bars are like 80 pounds. And some jewelers had some idea to make jewelry out of the silver. So this is silver, actual silver from the treasure ship, the Atosha, which sank in 1622, which now means We Dig It has technically dug up something from the 1500s, the 1600s, the 1700s, the 1800s, the 1900s, and of course the 2000s.
Hey, from the island of St. Croix, let's head back to the mainland and go to Potter County, Pennsylvania, check in with my buddy Kevin. He's with Potter County Diggers, and they were on the good stuff. Check it out this week from Potter County Diggers. Here's Kevin.
Got an odd-shaped coin in the hole. Second target of the day. 2. Deuce. Maybe. Let's have a look.
Has to be, right?
I think it is.
Yeah.
It's green. Yeah, I see the shield. All right, I'm back. Second hole of the day. Gave me a deuce. Rang up to 22 on the knots. This is probably the nicest 2-cent piece I've dug. I think this makes 7 or 8 for me actually, but very happy with that. Man, that's a good looking coin.
1905.
Cool.
Yeah.
1905 Indian. Very cool.
SPS. And then,
Casey's got a button. We're trying to figure out what it is.
does that say Nostro?
All right, Andrew's calling silver. Let's see what he's got. Oh yeah, I see
Right
it.
there in the sandy
So
soil.
you got a Merc.
You know what it is already?
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. Very cool. Very cool.
What do we got? 1937. Oh, it's a car token.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm just gonna
Ford.
say V8
Yeah,
Ford.
Those are cool. I never dug one of those.
That's the same one that Charlie.
You have it, have you?
No, that's the
Oh.
same one that Charlie Harley dug down in
Oh, okay.
his property.
Yeah, those are cool.
The V8 on the back.
V8, yeah.
Let's clean that up real quick. We'll
Yeah.
be right back.
Casey's token. V8 Ford Motor Company. Very cool token.
Got something, not a coin. Could be another token.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Could be a
thinking.
gear. don't know. But you guys got to check this out. This is going to be the weirdest copper, the coolest copper that you've ever seen. You guys ready for this?
I'm ready.
Okay, I'm gonna open my hand up.
No way.
Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my gosh. Why would they scallop the edges on that? Look at that. Look at the work that they did on that.
That's crazy. What do you think they used to do that?
I don't know. A saw? Well, maybe it had to be a saw.
Yeah.
This has to be the coolest large scent I've ever seen.
Hey, from Pennsylvania, let's go head to Vermont. Check in with Brad with Green Mountain Metal Detecting, as he was back in the pines looking for more artifacts that may have belonged to Anna's family. And if you're not familiar with the Anna pendant story, link to his channel's right below. Make sure to go over there and check out that story. It's an amazing one. But let's go see what he was finding this week. Here's Brad.
Folks, my name is Brad Martin, and 6 months ago, back in November, I hiked up into the mountains of Vermont with my metal detector. I found what I consider the most amazing thing I've ever found metal detecting. A silver medallion with a name and a birth date. I was able to use that name and birth date to trace lineage all the way back to England and all the way forward to the present day. Today, I've returned to the pines to see what else we can find, things that may or may not have once belonged to Anna or her family. And look at that. It's a little tiny floral button. You know, it makes your mind race if this could have been Anna's. All right, I'm kind of down in this little muddy area, and I just got what I believe is a key. Now, the first time I was here, I found what I thought was like a clock winder, and it had a very particular shape to it that I was unfamiliar at the time, and it wound up being a barrel tap key to open up the tap on a barrel for probably beer or water, I suppose. And I just found this key, and it is hollow in the end. So, you know, is this a key? Is it, I don't think it's another barrel tap, but is this a winder? You folks let me know. I'm fairly certain this is a key. That's a great find. The end is broken off, of course. That's a great find. All right, another somewhat shallow iron tone here. And it winds up being what I believe to be, you know, a fork, an eating utensil. This is without a doubt the broken handle to a very old 1700 spoon. Again, goes along with the story that folks were gathering here, eating, drinking. Spoon broke and or was lost to the ground here. Okay, I got a very quiet, deep target, and it winds up to being one of these. This is just one piece of an umbrella mechanism. It's unclear what part of it this was, whether it slid or whether it was the top cap, but this is definitely part of an umbrella or, you know, a sun parasol. It's right here, I feel it. It is a little disc of some kind. Unfortunately, the soil is extremely wet here. Does not treat items very well. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't think this is a button. Usually there'll be remnants of the shank here. It might be, I guess, a half cent because it is so small. All right, well, I have no idea. I do believe it to be a coin. Well, I'm not sure how I missed this target the first time through, but it was a loud, nice target, and check that out. This thing is absolutely mangled, but it is a bell. So these are oftentimes called a Conestoga bell. On the shafts of either a Conestoga wagon or up here in the mountains, Vermont, in the wintertime, a sleigh. So that is an incredible find.
Hey, from Vermont, let's head down to Texas and go jump in the river with Gypsy from Zero Discrimination. Her and her friend were searching in the water and came upon the shiny stuff. Check it out this week. From Zero Discrimination, here's Gypsy.
All right, look who I'm with. I'm with the elusive Scott. It's been a while, hasn't it?
Been a long time.
So we're finally back at the river, gonna do some water hunting. It's a beautiful day. Scott is way down the river. And right about here, I just got a hit. And finally, I got a ring. I think it may be silver. It's just tarnished. I'm not 100% sure. I'll know more later. But it was ringing in the silver range. But awesome, first ring of the day. Check it out, I just found this. Lemonade. Looks like it's in the red. Some sort of solar. It airs up. Must fit on your arm. Alright, powered off. Just got this. It looks kind of like a crown. But it has these fasteners on the back, so I'm guessing it might have came off of a fancy pair of sunglasses or some type of jewelry, I'm not sure.
14K.
14K. Look what Scott just got. We're trying not to draw attention because there's a group of people over there. 14K gold ring right over there. We've been here, what, 20 minutes?
20 minutes.
It hit on your AT Pro. Did you say a 59?
60.
59,
Somewhere
60?
in there. Yeah.
So, awesome.
Yeah, all right.
On the board. Now, you got to do a gold dance later, okay?
No.
No. I don't blame you. Well, so far no rings for me. And right here, down in there, I just got my first ring. Looks like it's been there a while. I don't know if that's just goop that's accumulated on it. I'll get it cleaned up. Looks like it's got a cross on it. Anyway, looks like it may be stainless. I don't know.
Hey, I always love the stories where you find an item and it belonged to somebody years ago, and you're actually able to track down that family and return the item from a long-lost relative. Well, Larry at Sodbusters Metal Detecting did exactly that this week. Let's go check it out and listen to this really cool story. Here's Larry.
Hey guys, I just got a signal here. I'm not exactly sure what I have here, but it's looks like something maybe decent. It's got writing on it. Okay, we're gonna be able to read some of it here anyway. America. I think it says America first. I got it cleaned up a little bit. And it says America First, Joy Eastman, Craigmont, Idaho, 1930. And it's got the eagle up there. Well, you guys, I was able to find a relative of the person who actually used to own this tag. Okay, this key tag here. I made contact with a lady, and she gave me a little bit of history on this tag. This is going to be returned to a family member. It's not the lady that I spoke to, but it's her sister. I'll just read you the email so you can kind of hear how this all went. She said, "Hi Larry," she says, "this is really quite a find. Joy was my uncle, and I never knew him. Uncle Joy was my mom's favorite uncle, and when my sister was born, Mom named her Julie Joy, because he never had any children. I never felt that was quite fair, that she should get such a pretty name, as my brother Corey was named after a coffee pot, and I was named after the service station my dad ran at the time. Uncle Joy was a World War I veteran, and was very good at training horses, I understand. He was shot and killed by his brother-in-law in 1948 and is buried at Normal Hill. If you are willing to give up this key fob after you are done with it, I think my sister would enjoy having it." And then she asked about my YouTube channel and stuff. So you guys, I'm going to be returning this piece of history to a family member, and I love doing stuff like that. Anytime that I can find an old piece of history and link it back to a family member, to me that's just neat. Okay, this would do nothing but sit in a box. It'd be a memory for me, and it still will be. But instead, I can return this to a family member who can put this and it'll have some true meaning to it.
Hey, you know, links to all the channels I featured today can be found right below, and I encourage you to go over there, click on their link, head on over there, say you saw them right here on the Weekly Dirt, and you're over there to show them some support and give them a big thumbs up for putting out great metal detecting videos. And if you like what they're doing, become a subscriber. I'm sure they would appreciate it. You know, it's always cool to see the gold coming out, and the video on the screen right now shows you a ton of gold being found with metal detectors. Click on it. I'll see you over there, or I'll meet you here next week for another episode of The Weekly Dirt. I'm DK with Adventures in Dirt. We'll see you then.